Bowing your chin, release your hands to your thighs, lift your chin and open your eyes. Okay, so I just want to say I forgot to push record. So if you're watching this video on YouTube and you just had one Om, then my apologies. Welcome to your practice. Okay, friends, so let's start lying on your backs. And you can have your bolster if you have it nearby. And let's bring your strap in as well. And we'll just have the bolster to support the head. If you don't have a bolster, you'll just use a couple blankets. Okay, and then as you come to lie down, like I have this on my mat, you're welcome to put another blanket down. Just create a lengthwise body shape on your blanket, and you can put that down first if you like. So it'll look like this. Okay, and then once you're down, you'll know if you want to stretch your legs out or keep them bent, and a little support for your head. And then just take a few moments to just receive the support of the floor. Drop your shoulders. And let's just come to the breath. So as you inhale, let it be a nice full inhale all the way to the top. And then just pause, hold the breath for a moment, and exhale fully. Like as if you're releasing completely. And then we'll just do that maybe 2 more times. Nice full inhale. Hold it at the top. You can add a smile. And exhale. Release your shoulders, your back. And last one. Good. Okay, take your arms out to the side and palms will face up. And then again, legs bent or straight, whatever works. Inhale. And as you exhale now, just turn your head all the way to the right. And just drop into your breath. Let the jaw drop, eyes drop. And just feel for yourself that every exhale you can release maybe the left shoulder a little more. Keep all that softness and take your right hand all the way over to your left shoulder, left side of your neck, and just offer your, loving massage, your own touch, just into that. And also working the front of the shoulder. So like, right in front of your chest, where shoulder moves in towards chest. And you're just going to massage from the shoulder. You just anchor down, pull the skin towards the center of your chest. And you'll just do that a few times. So you're just massaging there. And then I'm going to go the opposite way. I'll take the hand towards the chest, center of the chest, and then slide it towards the left. Just do that a few times. Almost like you're just anchoring down. And then let your right arm come back out, head still turning to the right. Notice what that's done, if that's changed anything. Good. And then bringing your head back to center. Good. And then just feeling where your hands are, we're just going to turn the palms down to the floor, and you're just going to keep turning them as far as they're going to go. So maybe they're facing towards your head, thumbs towards the floor, and then circling the arms, the hands all the way back. So maybe the palms even come to the floor in the opposite way. So just circling your hands, but you're moving your whole shoulder. Just do that a few times. Good. And then let your arms rest. Coming back to that full breath in, maybe pausing at the top and exhaling. You might even pause at the bottom for a moment or two. Just breathing in and out through your nose. Good. Now turning your head to the left. Dropping in again, letting the jaw go, right shoulder be very heavy. Really take your awareness to the right side and just feeling that exhale is the invitation. And then we'll take the left arm over across, massage the right side of your neck, the right shoulder. You could do the arm, whatever you can touch there. And then using the hand at the front of the chest. So you might start from the shoulder, press in, draw the skin towards the center of the chest, and then reverse that from the center of the chest out to the shoulder. And using the heel of your hand as a way of really anchoring. And then release that left arm back out, head still turning to the left. Just feel into the heaviness of the right arm. And one more full breath. Let the exhale really melt you. And then bringing the head back to center. Good. Okay, bend your knees if the legs are straight. Place the feet on the floor and walk your feet in towards your hips a little closer. And then once the feet are anchored, we're just going to lift the hips up just a little bit. They don't have to come up that high. And then just start swaying your hips side to side as if you're like, this hammock. So you feel one foot is going to push a little bit more to lift its hip. You'll feel all of that happening. Good. You're doing your own little dance. Good. And then bring it to center, but don't let the tush touch the floor. So you can even take a hand and just kind of feel. It's not lifted that much. Like if I put my hand there, I can feel cheek, I can feel floor. And soften the cheeks without letting them touch the floor. Let the jaw go. Use the feet pressed down, shoulders are relaxed. One more breath. Okay, but don't come down just because I said one more breath. Now take your hands, palms face down. Place your hands right underneath where these cheeks are going to land. And they can turn in a little bit. The elbows might turn out. Inhale. Now as you exhale, slowly lower your cheeks. Keep dropping them, releasing. So you'll move your hands to receive whatever part comes first. And then just keep going. And it's almost like you're landing on the pillows of your cheeks. We've released a little bit. And once you come all the way down, come back to that breath. Just a nice ooh, I made it, I'm here. Good. Okay, now you're welcome to move the hands around a little bit as we do this. I'm going to separate the feet apart slightly. And with the feet on the floor, we're going to rock the knees side to side. And what we're really doing here is massaging this butt cheek. So as you drop the knees to one side, that cheek gets a little heavier on the hand, and then you just keep going. And you can move your hand, just a little bit, around there. You just kind of see where you can get in. So as you come to one side, maybe you'll even find places of slight discomfort. And you're like, oh, okay, that's a little tender. So you might just hang out. So the next time the knees drop to the right, keep exploring. But if you can find that place where it's like, ooh, that's tender, then I'll keep the knees over and just start to rock that top hip front to back. Like you're just really massaging this area. If you can do it and still smile and breathe. Good. Okay, and now I'm just going to bring the knees up. I'm just going to pause on two cheeks. Full breath in, full breath out. And just really feel as you are here on both cheeks, you've done one side. Maybe you can feel a softening through the right cheek. Just even slightly. Okay, and now we'll drop the knees over to the left. You move your left hand if you need to, or your hips, and find that place too where things feel a little tender. And then just rock into it. So, you might bring the hips forward and back. Just really being with that place. It's a big muscle here. Big muscle. So there's a lot that happens. Okay, now I'm just going to hang out here on the side for a full breath in, full breath out, melting as best as I can. As best as you can, and then bring it back up and just come, keep the hands there. Might lift the hips, readjust the hands. Breathe. Good. Let's bring the knees into the chest. I'm going to keep the hands where they are, and the knees might not come anywhere near the chest. You kind of see, flex your feet. Good. And now just start to rock a little bit, not a lot. Bring the knees in, move them out. Good. Okay, I'm going to keep the hands here. And what I'm doing too is I bring the knees in. I'm just going to hike the hips up, see if I can bring the hands a little closer together. So the thumb, the index finger are touching. And I've moved the hands up a little bit so they're on the sacrum and the, right between the hips. So you feel bones on your hands now. You've moved the hands up so you feel the bones. And now once you're there, just rock your knees side to side. And they can stay together. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of extra. So as I take the knees over to one side, I'm gonna just lift that other hip. I'm using the hands to push down. Come back, knees to the other side, opposite hand pushes, hips maybe lift, or that hip that's lifting lifts a little more. Draw your belly in a little bit. Soften your jaw, smile. Okay, you should feel your abdominals kind of working here. Even though it's really like that hand and then I could say maybe the knees are working as I push them away a little more. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully you've discovered something. And now drop in, knees drop towards the chest. Good, okay. I'm gonna lower the feet slowly to the floor because I wanna roll the low back over my hands. When you get to the place where the fingers are really, the pads of the fingers maybe are really getting more weight, just kind of rest there. So the feet might not touch the floor. If you need to drop them, you drop them. One more breath. Good, and then take your feet to the floor. Heel toe your feet wide, let the knees touch. Good, okay, you ready to come off your hands? One more breath. And then we're gonna press the feet into the floor, lift the hips, my knees are still together. Take the arms out to the sides, palms up, hips to the floor, knees still together. Just breathe. So we started off by feeling the energy in our hands, and now you've had your hands, all that, pressure, feel the vibrational energy in your hands. Good. Okay, one more breath. We're going to take this bolster out from our head. You'll just take your hands, press it away, and place your hands underneath the bolster. So I'm just going to lift mine up so you can see like I've got my hands like I'm holding the bolster. The arms are going to extend over the head. And if this is no good for your shoulders, friends, then put your hands maybe on top of the bolster or out. You don't have to have it underneath. Arms are shoulder distance apart. Fingers are spread. You're going to try and get all the nails to press into the floor and then extend your arms a little bit more, if you can, a little bit more away from you. Good. Okay, separate the knees apart. If you can stretch your legs out, put them very close to the wall, but legs can go stretch straight. Good. And then feel free to, point and flex your feet a little bit, extend your arms a little more, and then drop in. Do nothing, just lie here. Nice big breath in. Pause at the top. Slow exhale. And we pause at the bottom, and that's where it can be very difficult. So you just do your best. Inhale, and soon, you just find that 4-part breath. How long can you stay in the natural pause? And the exhaled pause is always the hardest. This is like, where death occurs. So the body is like, I want to inhale. So, it's a bit of practice. And one more breath. Good. Okay. Release your arms right down by your sides with the palms up. Hearts on dog duty. Take a full breath in and full breath out. Good. Okay, we're going to take that bolster and you're going to bring it down to the right side of your body. And, you'll just have it on the right. You'll play with it as it goes. Okay, now we're going to do a little Supta Pada. So you're going to lift the leg up. Before I move on, though, I want you to feel if you need something underneath your head. How do you know? Okay, just feel, is your chin higher than your forehead? And even if it's just like feels a little bit, just grab your blanket and support your head. Okay, then we're going to start by bringing the right knee into the chest. Interlace your fingers, hug it in, and just draw this knee in and out a few times. Just in and out. Okay, now we're going to activate the left leg. So if the left leg is bent, it's happening already. And if it's straight, then just extend through the heel. Use your breath. Good. Okay. And now just rock this knee to side. So you're still holding it. You're just going to take it out to the right and across and over to the left without turning your body. Your back stays on the floor. You're just really massaging this hip. I'm going to turn this into a little bit of a circle action. So just circling this knee, this hip, and then reversing. Just circle. Just feel whatever this is for you. And I'm going to notice places of comfort, places of discomfort. Good. Okay, just draw this knee in as tight as it's going to go. So I'm going to walk my hands down this shin. Maybe I might even get them right towards the ankle. Just really hug it in as tight as you can. I'm almost white knuckling. And I'm going to drop the shoulders to the floor. I'm going to smile. Your left leg can relax. Okay, I'm going to add one more thing into this tightness is that outer right hip. Draw it down as if you want to take this outer right hip towards the inside of your left leg. You might even notice the left leg kind of activates too. Take one more breath. Okay, inhale. Now slowly release all that effort. Slowly, if your hands need to move up the leg, just notice how much release there is. Okay, bring the knee in, release the hands, grab your strap. Place the center of the strap over the sole of your foot and extend the leg up towards the sky. Let's start with the shoe shine. So your hands are on either side of the strap and you're just going to shine your foot. Like just pull, keep and walk the strap up and down the foot towards the heel, center of the foot, the balls of the feet. And you can have your knee bent. You're just really warming up the sole of the foot. As we know, just as that energy is releasing and palpable in the hands, it is the same in the soles of the feet. Okay, walk the block up to the balls of the feet. So that's like where, your toes become foot, just at the bottom there. The balls of the feet, the bones. Extend the leg up. You can let the hands, rest where they want. If they want to slide down the strap, you can bring the upper arms to the floor. And just work your best to get this leg straight. So even if it needs to fall down to the floor, if it's not going to go straight, you just bring it down. That's why you have the strap. Find the place where you can get that leg straight. Okay, and now let the shoulders drop, even if they don't touch the floor. Smile. Now feel that outer right hip is going to pull towards the inside of the left leg. Then look at your right foot. And as you do that, you might find the heel comes in, the toes point out, and you're going to try and maintain that hip action as you straighten the foot. As best as you can, you just so let me give you this instruction. Make your heel disappear. If that works. Take one more breath. Good. Take both ends of the strap into the left hand. And you can just hold the strap, or you can wind the strap in the hand. That might help. Take your right thumb into that right hip crease and just push it away. Breathe. One more breath. No, I don't know why I say one more breath. We're just getting here. Breathe. So I'm pressing that hip away. If I need to put the full hand on the thigh, if that's better for you, if you can really feel that action here, that's fine. Look at your right foot. Make your heel disappear. Okay, I'm going to take this right leg across to the left, and it's just going to go a little bit without lifting the right hip. The right hand can stay where it is. It can also come out to the side. And breathe. Okay, now this might be really uncomfortable. You might even take your right hand, kind of pat that out. If you're feeling a lot happening here, then acknowledge it. Hey, outer thigh, I feel you. Good. One more big breath in, like you love this. Smile, breathe. Okay, let's take it let's bring it back up. I'm not going to take it over to the left just yet. Switch hands. So put both ends of the strap into the right hand. Ooh, let's grab that. Okay, now here's where you might adjust the bolster. Let's start with the bolster right against your body so that when we take the leg out, it's going to support that outer thigh really nicely. Okay, left arm can come out to the side, or the left hand can rest on your left side of your body somewhere. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly take this right leg out to the right. Notice if your left hip wants to lift. And that's where the bolster is going to really help to kind of keep that balance. So we keep the left side onto the floor as best as we can. You can add a little flexion into your feet. Good. Okay, and then just breathe here. Feel like you can open the back of your knee. Good. Your hand wants to move up that strap, it can move up the strap. Okay, that heel to hip connection. So here I'm going to just start to lift the heel up and drop the toes, towards the floor. They're not, might turn a little bit. Extend through the left leg, extend through your heel. And now I'm going to change it. I'm going to turn the heel down and the toes might come parallel. They might go up. Breathe. And just do that same thing, the heel, one more time. Notice what changes. And then turn the heel down. Breathe. Okay, I just want to stay here 3 more breaths. Turn your head to the left. The left arm can extend out, palm up. And then inhale, leg up, head up. Left hand's going to come. We're going to now go to the other side. So I'll take the right arm out. Nice inhale. And as you exhale, take this right leg slowly across to the left side. Let the left leg turn now. And you're going to let the right hip lift. You can take your hand into that hip crease or the thigh, press it away. That might wake up something that you didn't know had gone to sleep. Breathe. Oh, heart just grabbed my ankle. If you're practicing with someone and they can grab your foot, let them grab it. It feels nice. Good. Okay, and then inhale, come up. Separate the strap, both hands. Let's just be here. You can, maybe the leg can move a little bit. If you need to bend your knee and straighten, that's fine too. Do that a few times. Okay, and then drop in. Come back to that 4-part breath. Do one more round, pausing, smiling. Okay, take the strap off the foot. Take your hands, interlace them behind the thigh. Press that thigh away. Press it away, press it away, press it away. Maybe you feel your shoulders kind of move. Your head might move. Draw your belly in and up, inhale. Now as you exhale, lift your head, your chest up off the floor. Take your hands up higher behind this leg. Bring this leg in. Elbows can come in. Yes. Maybe you kiss your knee. Extend the left leg more. Good. One more breath. And now we release. Arms come out to the side. Head down, chest down. Flex through the leg. Inhale. And as you exhale, start to lower the leg down. If you lose the breath, you pause. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Notice what the left leg's doing. If you lose the breath, inhale, pause. Exhale, lower. I'm going to do one more. So just before the floor, I'm going to inhale, pause. Exhale, let the leg come all the way down. Notice if you think the floor should be closer than it is, and it's not. And then let your feet flop. Breathe. Feel the right side of your body absorbing, awakened, released. And then feel the left side of the body not released, maybe a little harder. Feel into your right cheek, your left cheek. And even the right side of your neck, left side of your neck. Just feel it from the inside. The right shoulder, the left shoulder. Yes, take your hands over your heart. Interlace your fingers. Flip your palms. Extend your arms over your head. Extend your legs. Take a full body stretch. And as you exhale, bring the left knee into your chest. Change the interlace of your fingers. So your opposite pinkies on the bottom. Bye, Rachel. Hug it in. And we're just here. If you need to bend the right leg, do that. Otherwise, draw this knee in and out. Just exploring this hip. Good. Nice. Okay, and then we'll take this to little side to side, just letting the knee move out and in and noticing anything that you feel. Good. And then we'll start to just make little circles with this knee. And I say knee, but it's really your hip joint that is what receiving this. Good. And then circle the opposite way. Good. Okay. And now we're just going to bring this knee in as tight as you can. I'm going to, again, take the hands down, maybe center of the shin, maybe down by your ankle. Really draw it in so much. Like I said, I'm white knuckling. But let the shoulders drop and the face smile like nothing else affected. Feel the right leg, heel on the floor. I'm going to start to draw that outer left hip towards the inside of the right leg. And you might notice the right leg is also going to hug towards the midline. Okay, so you're working, except from the chest up is smiling and trying to relax. Good, okay, release your hands behind your strap, center of the strap over the center of the foot, extend the leg up, even if it stays bent, and start with the shoe shine or the soul shine. That's much better. Let's soul shine your soul. Make it shiny and bright. We all know that whoever arrived on the mat, what is it, like exactly half an hour ago when we started, is not going to be the same person we're going to end the practice off with. You will be luminous and radiant. Let the strap now move to the balls of the feet, and we'll extend the leg up to the sky if it's going to go. Find the strap either hand, and then find where you need to be to get this leg straight, or to think of like open. So the heel is it flexed, pulling the toes down a little bit. And then just kind of play. Where can I get the leg straight? Maybe once it's straight, I can start to gently pull it towards me, but you honor where you need to be. If you need to move a little bit, no pose is ever static. There's always something to explore and move with. Good, okay. Soften your shoulders, even if they're lifted off the floor. Open your mouth, let the bottom jaw go. Maybe smile, softens the entire face and the eyes. And come back to that 4-part breath, even just 1 round, 2 rounds. The exhale pause is the most challenging. Good. Okay, both ends of the strap into the right hand. If you need to wind the strap around, you can do that. It's going to, it helps with the hold. Take your left thumb into your left hip crease and just take that hip away from you as you slowly bring this leg over towards the right. And again, you're not lifting the left hip. It's not coming off the floor. You might just move like, maybe 3. I'm very bad with measurements. You guys know that. Maybe 3 inches. I don't know. 5 inches. I'm a centimeters girl. Breathe here. Is that a lot?
5 inches?
Okay.
Almost half a foot.
What's that heart tells me? 3 inches is a lot. So breathe here.
Huge.
Okay. Smile. Good. And then bring the leg back up. Okay. Change hands. Okay. Take your right hand. I can go out to the side, or it can rest on your body if you prefer to. It's just a way of anchoring. Oh, I forgot to bring the bolster over. Pause, grab your bolster, just move it over to the other side. It's going to come right in towards the body. All right, then once you have that, inhale, and as you exhale, slowly start to lower your leg towards the left without lifting the right side. That's where the hand on the right can sometimes really help, just to remind you to keep it down. So you're just going nice and slow. Hopefully that bolster is giving you a nice support. And then you can breathe. You might, draw this leg up a little bit or down. You kind of, like I said, no pose is static. And you have to be in the place where you can smile and breathe. Receive. We're going to start to move that ankle of the left foot or the heel. So you're going to start by lifting the heel up, dropping the toes down. Breathe. And then switch. Heel comes down, toes move up, or they move parallel. And maybe you can feel what's happening. It is the effects of cat-cow a little bit, as you do that again. So you feel like there's cow, There's cat. Maybe you can feel that happening in the pelvic floor. Good. All right. Inhale, bring it up. Oh, I forgot to turn the head. That's okay. I'll be okay with that. Switch hands. Take the left hand into the left hip crease if you like, or out to the side. Inhale. And as you exhale, now take the leg all the way across. And the left hip's going to lift. The right foot is going to turn. The right leg is going to turn. You just be wherever you need to be here. And flex the foot. Okay, this hip tends to hike up. So extend that hip away as if that outer left hip could touch the inner right thigh. Good. Breathe into your glory. You can turn your head to the left. And then inhale. Bring it all the way back up. Change, you're holding each strap in each hand. We come back to the first part. Good, okay. So we're gonna release the strap in a moment. Just before we do that, I want you to feel that the left hip, left butt cheek can be so heavy. Remember when we had our knees bent, you lifted your hips a little bit, you let the cheeks get very heavy? Can you do that here? And then release the strap. Drop it off to the side. Opposite interlace your fingers. So you just switch the interlace behind the center of your thigh. Press the thigh away from you as much as you can. The shoulders are going to move. Breathe. And now draw your belly in and up. Inhale. As you exhale, lift your head and chest. The hands are going to move up behind the leg. You're going to bring the leg in. Elbows in. Maybe you kiss your knee. Maybe your hands are going to hold your heel if you can. Breathe. One more breath. And then release, head, chest, arms down. Keep the leg lifted. As you inhale, you press up through the heel. Now as you exhale, you lower down slowly. Pause. Inhale. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to pause right before I think I'm at the floor. Do one more. And then release the leg all the way down if you're not there yet. Let the feet flop and breathe. Smile. Good. Bring your hands together at your heart. Opposite interlace the fingers, flip the palms, extend your arms over your head. Just take a nice full stretch here. And this time we're going to do hip walking. So push the left heel away, hike the right leg in, and then do the same with the opposite, like you're taking it for a little walk. So as the one leg extends, that arm is going to extend and then switch. So you're just kind of being all easing down the road, groovy walking. Good. All right. Inhale, extend both directions. Exhale, release your arms, bring them all the way down by your sides. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Okay. Feel your hands on the floor. Spread your fingers. Anchor. Anchor your shoulders to the floor. Press the back of your head to the floor. Flex your feet. Heels, the backs of your heels are on the floor. Now take the belly in, bottom ribs in. Anchor to the floor as much as you can. Breathe. Anchor. Press the ribs down, belly down, shoulders down, head down. One more inhale. As you exhale, turn your palms up, let your feet flop, relax. Full breath in. Full breath out. Pause at the bottom. Inhale. Pause at the top. And exhale. And return to normal breathing. Okay. Good. Bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. All right, friends, so we're just going to let's take the left arm up and alongside your ear, and you're going to roll onto your left side. So just roll onto your left side. And so I'm facing away from you. Your head can rest on your left arm. Take your right arm behind your back so the back of the hand is resting. And I think we did this last week. So you're going to take your little fingers, maybe you sneak them underneath the left side of your waist. Okay, now we're going to roll back onto your back. So you just kind of find it. As you roll, you're all wonky. Take your left hand, see if you can find your right fingers. Now lift your hips and pull this right arm underneath you more. So it might go, straight outside of the waist, and then you lower down, see how that is. If it's too much, lift the hips, take the hand down towards that left hip more. And if it's not enough, then you take the hand up towards that left shoulder. Okay, now put the left arm right underneath your head, as if it's just, I'm just gonna move my camera. Yes, so you're just resting right on. Yeah, so you have the left arm underneath your head and the right arm is underneath the side of your waist. And your knees are bent, feet are on the floor, and we're gonna come back to the windshield wiper. So you're gently gonna drop the knees to the right, wherever far they go, and over to the left. It's not a big movement. You're looking to just put a little bit more weight onto that right arm. So the next time the knees start to drop to the right, I might just hang out there. Then I might turn my head to the left, drop the shoulders. Okay, if it's too much for you, then, adjust. Okay, my right hand, I'm actually opening the right hand. Like I'm not letting it it's not so relaxed. I'm spreading the fingers. I'm gonna anchor the right shoulder, the right upper arm towards the floor as best as I can. Come back to that nice big breathing. Okay, if you can go deeper, here's the next step. Is this left leg is just gonna pop over top of the right. So I'm really on the right side. Okay, but you can, adjust, make it your own. If it's too much, back off or back in. Those are your only options. Okay, melt. And then slowly extricate yourself out. You start by, as soon as you come onto your back, then the left arm comes out first. Then we lift the hips, take the right arm out, and just both arms out, palms up. Just feel here what you've done. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that turning of the hands thing we did. So you might even lift your arms a little bit off the floor. Turn your hands all the way maybe down to the floor, and like as much as they can, so the shoulders are moving, and then turn them all the way the other way. You're just gonna do that. And we're gonna do this, exactly this, but now we're gonna make fists. So you'll just make fists in your hands and do the same thing, just turning them. We're just really flossing the shoulders. Okay, and then open your hands, drop them down, take a full breath in, full breath out. Okay, second side. So the right arm comes up and alongside the ear, and we're gonna roll onto the right side. You're gonna lie on your right arm. Yeah, adjust, and then the left arm comes behind you. So once you're on your right side, left hand behind your back, and then you kind of sneak the fingers in under the side of the waist, if that's there. If it's not there, it's not there. But you're gonna roll onto your back wherever you have that hand. Okay, then you can take the right hand, you lift the hips, find that left hand, see if you can bring it in more, up, down, you find the place. Once you found it, you settle in. A little discomfort is okay, friend. Then the right arm comes behind the head. And I say right arm, but it might just be the hand. It might be the fingers. It might be nowhere near that. You make it what you need. Honor your body. Honor what you brought today. And then once I'm here, I'm going to start again with this windshield wiper of the knees. Just so slow, you're just playing, you're putting the weight on both sides, knowing, you have stuff you're dealing with. So as I start to drop the knees more to the left, you decide if that's good. You can throw your bolster in, your blankets. I'm going to turn the head to the right. And I'm going to breathe here, really dropping into the left shoulder as much as I can. Let it drop, like very beginning of practice, when we just turned our heads. And I said, soften into the opposite shoulder. Here's the work. So really be with your breath, like you're sinking in. And if the right leg wants to pop on top of the left and put more weight on top of that left shoulder, then, so be it. Breathe into your space, to your discomfort, into your comfort, into your acceptance of this moment, your presence in this moment. Good. Okay. And then start to slowly extricate yourself out. You'll lift the hips, take the arms out. Just be here in your rest. Just feel how heavy the shoulders are, the back of the head. Good. Okay. So I'm going to roll onto my left side just so I'm not facing you. You go to whichever side works. And you can extend, one arm over, come to lie on your side. And then that arm you're lying on, you'll just rest your head on the hand as if, we're hanging out at the beach. And then that arm so for me, it's my right hand. I'm going to take it behind. I want to put the fingers and the palm on the small of my back or on that right hip. So the fingers are going to point up towards the chest, like up towards my head. Yeah. And then the palm's going to come down. Then you just kind of explore, see if you can walk your hand in more to center, or, maybe you're just on your fingers. Wherever you are here, you're going to try and get the whole palm, but if that doesn't happen, doesn't happen. Open the shoulder back. And now we're just going to floss this shoulder. So the hand stays wherever you put it, knees are bent, and you can just rock this shoulder. Yes, front to back. Okay, now you're going to start to circle that shoulder. Now, if you want to put your head down, you can do that too, but you can also keep it lifted. Just start to circle. And now circle the other way. And, maybe you adjust your hand as you do this, kind of see what's there. Okay, now I'm just going to paint horizontal lines as if my shoulder has a paintbrush on it. And I'm just lifting it and bringing it back. Yes, that's it. Okay, one more moment here. Just, floss down, floss up. Yeah. Okay, now find that hand. See if you can bring the hand to the back. Push into your back, and now push the back into the hand. Yes. Open that shoulder. One more breath. I say one more, but I don't know why I do that. Keep breathing. Good. Okay, we're going to release this hand by dancing it. So you'll just reach it up to the sky, circle your wrist up to the ceiling. Yes, now circle the wrist the opposite way. Take this arm up and over your head. So you can extend that arm you're lying on out. Take this arm up and over. Now the bottom hand is going to grab this top wrist. The bottom hand grabs the top arm's wrist. I'm going to say it again because heart's about the opposite. Yeah. Now gently pull it. And if you want to extend your top leg, it doesn't have to touch the floor. You can just extend through your heel, pull the arm, breathe, open your hand that's being pulled. Good. And then release. We're going to come back onto the back and just rest here. Arms can come out to the side. Just breathe. And as you're breathing, you're feeling what you've done, what you've explored, what you have released, and in some ways recreated. Okay. Good. All right. Let's roll over onto the other side, and you can start again by just resting your head on your hand. Okay, so I kind of find this, and then you'll take that arm, the top arm behind your back. The fingers are going to point up, and you kind of find your place. Wherever it is, walk your hand around. Two hands are different. Two sides are different. If you want to extend your arm and lie down, you can do that. That's going to give you more room for the shoulder, without the head crunchy, but whatever works. And then once you're here, you start to take that shoulder back, and then we'll just start to floss. So the shoulder is going to rock front to back. So once the hand is placed, it's really just using this opportunity to kind of stretch the wrist a little bit by having the hand facing up. We're just stretching the wrist. You're just, rocking the shoulder. And now you're going to start to circle the shoulder as best as you can. Just explore it. Breathe. And reverse your circling. Good. Okay. And I'll just adjust the hand, see if maybe you can find a better place or another place, and start to paint horizontal lines as if you're just taking that shoulder blade away and bringing it towards your spine, like you're almost flossing. Good. I love to think of this as flossing. You know, it's not something you do on a regular, unless your shoulders are talking to you. You probably don't, and you come to yoga regularly. Most people probably don't do this. Okay, now anchor, just take your hand into your back, wherever it's gonna go. Push the back into the hand and the hand into the back. And as you do that, you know, you move the shoulder back, you find your place, you smile, you breathe. So I'm really feeling this in my wrist, shoulder, even the side of the neck. Good. Okay, and then we'll soften. We're going to dance this arm up to the sky, and you'll roll the wrist as you do that, like you're this beautiful snake charmer, and your arm is a snake. And as you get the arm straight up and you're rolling your wrist, then reverse. Circle in the opposite way as you dance this little snake arm down. And then we're going to lie on our backs again.
We forgot to do this.
Oh, I forgot to do that. Heart knows I would go crazy later. Take that arm over, and the bottom hand holds the wrist. Gently extend. Okay, now the top leg can extend and doesn't have to touch the floor. You know, you find your place here. It could rest on the floor. I'm going to press out through the heel, press, really stretching. Breathe, smile. Good. Okay, now we can release. Whew, and God hearts here. And come back onto your back. Okay, grab your bolster, friends, or whatever you're using. Just place that between hips and heels so that your tush is on the floor, your heels are on the floor, the bolster's in between, soles of the feet together, and the knees are going to drop out. And if this bolster doesn't support you enough, then just throw blankets underneath, you know. And what I mean by that is that when the knees are open, you're not feeling a lot of pulling in your inner groins. Okay, I'm going to take my hands, after all this shoulder stuff, interlace the fingers and just pop them behind my head like I'm just lying on the grass, looking at the clouds. And if this is no good for you, you just put your arms wherever you can. That feels okay. And, okay, melt yourself in. So you let the jaw soften, feel the head resting into the support of your hands or your floor. Just come back to that 4-part breath we've been playing with. Lingering a little bit longer in the exhale if you can. So I'll just, you know, as you keep doing this, I'll just talk that exhale, pausing there, you know, is the hardest part, because it is that at great exhale before death, and the body just wants, you know, we're very much alive, so the body wants to breathe. But if we can be comfortable there, and just allow all 4 parts to be embraced. The great inhale, the exhale, and the 2 sacred pauses. So I'm going to liken it to the cycles of your life, you know, cycles of the moon, cycles of the sun. The great inhale taking us to wholeness, and the great exhale bringing us into darkness without fear and with great acceptance for all that is. Okay, you can change the interlace of your fingers if the hands are interlaced behind your head. Just be with your breath. Soles of the feet touching, sharing energy. Soften into your third eye. Good. I'm going to keep the legs as they are. If you need to change, you do that. Okay, if your hands are behind your head right now, we're going to lift the head up, but with no effort in the neck. So if they're not there, you bring your hands there. We're going to start by just lifting the elbows up, and then you'll lift the head up like you're cradling your head. Let the head be so heavy, jaw heavy, and then you're just going to turn your head side to side. Use your hands to do that. So the head's just turning side to side, but it's also heavy into the hands. Just do this a few times. And then just pause with the head lifted. It's pushing into the hands, and the hands are pulling back. Now you're going to start to lower your head, but the hands are really resisting. Like, let the head win. Like, the head's pushing so much, but the hands are like, no, but the head is going to win. And then once the head is just about to come down, Slide your hands away and out so the head comes to rest. You can use your hands to just, maybe move your hair out or massage your forehead a little bit. We're going to move into Shavasana here. So the bolster is good where it is. You might straighten your legs. If you need to come up to put a blanket on or your socks on or your sweatshirts on, then just do that like, oh, so slow. Like let your eyes even be half closed as you find whatever you need to be warm and comfortable. We're just going to rest here in Shavasana, let the body absorb everything we've released. The arms can be out to the side or resting on your body. Okay, take a nice big breath in. Pause at the top, hold it, smile. And then exhale it nice and loud like this. And rest in. Nice and heavy, feeling your hands. Just that energy there is just resting, grounding you. Receive the support of the floor beneath you. Notice that little, wave of tension that you kind of are holding between your body and the floor. And gift yourself permission to let go of anything you're holding here. Soften up behind your heart towards the floor. Feel the right shoulder blade. Left shoulder blade, heavy to the floor. Arms heavy. Sides of your neck heavy. Back of your head. And your eyes. Just allow your eyes to drop deep down. As if the inner gaze is receding deep into your body. Into observing yourself breathing from the inside. It's allowing your busy mind to rest. Shavasana. Just tuning into any place else you can release tension, drop in heavy to the floor. And feeling the floor rising up to meet you, to hold you and support you, and ground you in your rest. Allowing your breath to also rest. And choosing to stay as you are as we close out this practice. And if you wish to come to sitting and just starting to move your toes, your fingers, your ankles, your wrists. And extend your arms over your head and give yourself a nice big full stretch. And then bending your knees, feet on your bolster or on the floor. Hugging your knees into your chest for a few moments. Just moving whatever way feels right. And when you feel ready, you'll roll to one side. You'll rest in the fetal position for 1 or 2 breaths, just allowing things to come back very slowly. And then pressing yourself upright, maybe keeping your eyes closed or half closed. And just finding your comfortable seated position of honoring and devotion. So keep yourself nice and warm if you need. Good. And then just rest your hands. Let's take the one hand inside the other. We'll touch the thumbs together and just rest those in your lap. Bow your chin and feel into your energy and what's changed. The quality of your breath, and the vibrational element of your whole being, this whole container of you. You keep the thumbs pressed together, and as you inhale, join the palms in front of your heart space. And as you exhale, bow your chin. Good. On your next inhale, anchor your sit bones to the floor, grow nice and tall. Keep your eyes closed as you exhale this breath. And we'll join together in our May We Be Blessed mantra. And if it's your first time hearing it, just let the words wash over you and through you. And inhale.
May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy.
We'll seal that with one Om. Inhale. Bowing your chin. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Om Namaste. Take a full breath in. Breathe it into your hands. Catch your breath. Put all your devotional, loving kindness, compassionate energies into your hands.
He really wants to jump on
And then lift your chin. Just open your eyes, invite this into your own self, and then we'll offer it out. Okay, sorry. And we'll offer it and offer it with great love. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much. Oh, there we go. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. I love you all. Yes, we'll see you very soon. Namaste, friends.